Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the INT Pan kid unit and how good she is in DBZ Dokkan battle after her recent release on global and on JP side. So basically we're going to see just how good she is. I think she's really solid actually, very similar to the levels of the kind of Ginyu Force units. I think in terms of the fact that she supports both Piccolo and Gohan, and she's just a great unit. She's a bond, parent and child lead of a category 3, Ki plus, and HP attack and defense of 130%. Nothing too crazy there. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn on her super and causes supreme damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. She has Ki plus 2 and attack and defense of 150%. Gives the superheroes category allies Ki plus 1 and attack and defense at 30%, with an additional Ki plus 1 and attack and defense at 20% for characters who also belong to the bond of parent and child or bond of master and disciple category. So that means she covers both Piccolo and Gohan. She has a medium chance of evading the enemy's attack, which is 30%, plus an additional chance of evading the enemy's attack, which is another 30%, when facing only one enemy at the start of turn. So she's pretty good there, 60% evasion basically against singular enemies, great for red zone and content like that, which is really awesome. When she launches an additional attack, there's a high chance of becoming a super attack when facing 2 or more enemies, so that's also really helpful for her in terms of raising her defense. And she has an additional attack and defense of 100% and a high chance of performing a critical hit for 4 turns from or after evading an attack, which is pretty decent. Overall, Pan looks pretty good, I want to say. I think she looks really solid. She has all in the family, the Sand lineage, Infighter, Battlefield Diva, more than meets the eye, the Innocence and Fierce Battle, which is a very Pan-centric link set with some Hybrid Saiyan links thrown in there. She's on Hybrid Saiyans, movie heroes, Goku's family, youth, bond of master and disciple, bond of parent and child, warrior raised on Earth, and superheroes. So Pan's on a decent amount of categories, a decent amount of teams, I think. Overall, she does do some pretty decent work across the board, and I think she looks really solid overall, at least for me. I think she looks great. I think she does a lot of decent work as a unit, and I think if you are lucky enough to have her, she's a great unit to have on your Hybrid Saiyans teams, movie heroes teams. She covers a lot of ground. The superheroes buff is nice, but also a really nice buff or a nice minor buff to 2 widely dispersed categories in bond of master and disciple and parent and child. So yeah, pretty good stuff overall. Obviously the big thing is getting her evasion to trigger that 4 turns of additional attack and defense, which is super duper helpful, of course, I think overall, and a lot of players will probably want that just kind of from like a focal aspect. So yeah, Pan looking pretty good here, really solid. Attack wise though, nothing too crazy, 1.4 million. She's not going to look too great attack wise until you get the evasion. And defense wise also looking solid at the 120k mark. Again, after you get her evasion, that number will jump up quite substantially, but it is something that is going to be important to get. Obviously she raises her defense. I think greatly raising would have been slightly better, but that's really about it. Obviously I think they were factoring in that she's got quite a lot of utility. She's pretty solid when it comes to utility. Like, she's got support, she's got built-in crit, she's got built-in evasion, she's got built-in additionals against 2 or more enemies. So she already has quite a large amount of utility based on whatever situation she's in. You know, in SBR you've got her stun, you've got her additional attack against multiple enemies. She's already got 30% evasion, so all of that's really good. But then again, singular enemies against red zone, they up the evasion, which is great. She's got 60% in, which makes her way more reliable. And she's just really solid because she can still raise her defense quite substantially with this combined super attacks, with the combined just everything really. So yeah, Pan overall looks really good. I think Pan's probably one of the better supports. If I had to think about it, I really think she's just got so much in her wheelhouse that I think so many players will love, and I think it's just great how she can make a lot of units really just sing together. One thing is her link set. So her link set is a little bit off. It is a Pan Link set, so it's like a Hybrid Sans Link set sprinkled with a little bit of like Battlefield Diva, which is always a bit weird because Pepe Gals, she can't even be on them because she's not old enough to be on the Pepe Gals team for whatever that category actually is. It's not just female units, it's, I guess, attractive older female units. I don't actually quite understand the mechanics behind it, but yeah, All in the Family is a great link set. Obviously shares that with Gohan, which I think is super crucial, that big defensive buff. Saiyan Lineage is kind of a common key link, one that you can raise as well. Gets to be a 2 key link after a little bit of link leveling, which is pretty good. Gives attack and defense, which is also pretty good. Then she's got Infighter. This one's a little bit less common, but she has it because it gives her great synergy with her Gohan, with Father. The LR unit, more than meets the eye, is more a Pan link than anything else. And the Innocence is something that she'll share with Goten's, Trunks's, etc. But she's looking really, really solid. We're going to see her get her evasion here. Defense-wise, 140k. Very, very nice. This is her best linking partner, by the way, in the form of INT Pan. They share 6 links, I believe, so definitely her best linking partner by a country mile. And we're going to see the best Pan has to offer. Now, we're not going to see her defensive stat because of the fact that, she got the evasions during her attack period, but you can see immediately by the attack stat going to 3 million that the defense stat would similarly also rise quite substantially. Be close to the 300k mark after super with the gain on defense, over 300k with a 60% chance to evade. Pretty good stuff, if I might say so myself. I think really, really good stuff. So yeah, overall, honestly, Pan looks really, really crazy. Really, really, really good looking unit. I'm personally super happy with her. I think if you've got her, you should definitely look at running her pretty much in any team you can. She's just really, really solid. She provides so much to the rest of the team, and she's good in a lot of situations. She'll be good in SBR, ESBR, Red Zone, the Cell Max event. It's just tons of events where she's going to look really, really good. Link-wise or linking-wise, obviously discussed it a little bit, but there is some value in link leveling her. Nothing too crazy, but there is some value. You've got All in the Family, which gives you 20% defense, which is somewhat helpful to a certain extent. And then you also have, the Saiyan Lineage, which is a strong key link. If you level it up, it does help her out there. Infighter, not too much. She shares it with the LR Gohan, so if you're going to run them as a pairing or you want to frequently run them together, there is value for you to gain out of leveling those two, but nothing too crazy. Battlefield Diva is a good link, but again, she can't be on the Pepe Gals team, but it does help her with other Pan units if that's what you're looking at doing. And then you have the Innocence and Fierce Battle, both of which are just very decent attack links. So yeah, it's not like she gains too much. The priority linking, I would say, for her as a unit, she does give key, but I would say the priority linking is probably Saiyan Lineage and All in the Family. If you can get Saiyan Lineage and All in the Family, then the rest is kind of just bonus. To cut a long story short, not like it's not needed, but it's just bonus basically. Like it is just stuff you're going to get that's going to help you out overall. So yeah, I would say in general, Pan's just really, really good. I like her a lot. I think she's super reliable, super solid, and yeah, I think at the end of the day, you're gonna have a pretty good time if you're looking at getting Pan involved in your team. But yeah, overall, really solid stuff. I think, for me, is she worth going deep on the banner? No, but she is really solid. She's going to really help Gohan, Piccolo, and she's got utility beyond that. She's going to be really good in like a whole other range of aspects, which I think is really, really good. So yeah, overall, just looking really, really solid. Great Hybrid Saiyans unit. She'll fit on a Hybrid Saiyans team with Saiyan Lineage, the Innocence, Fierce Battle. She'll get more than enough to make all of those teams work and her synergy with those teams work. So yeah, that's basically everything. Goku's family team she'll be strong on. Movie Heroes she'll be decent on. Bond of Master and Disciple, Parent and Child, all these teams she's got a place on, because she's not a unit that needs a lot to work, and she makes a lot of other units sing and shine, and she provides some much needed utility to all those teams. She can provide stunning, she can provide evasion, she can provide support, so yeah, just a lot. That's it from me. Let me know your thoughts, and bye.